Many people don't understand that true self-improvement is not something that is going to give us this big enthusiasm every day that we are getting better, but true self-improvement is something that is kinda boring. And every day when we are improving, we will get a little bit of satisfaction that we are better than the day previously. But when we had bad habits before starting our self-improvement journey, we are going to pursue big amounts of dopamine. And initially on our self-improvement journey, whatever you do in your life, because self-improvement doesn't mean only watching these channels about self-improvement, it doesn't mean only reading books, it doesn't mean that we are only learning, but it also means that we are improving our skills, we are improving in a field that you want to be best in, and that's it. And you need to understand that nowadays especially, we are wired by society, by consumerism, to be addicted to instant gratification, to flood our minds with huge amounts of dopamine. And later, when we begin our self-improvement journey, it's not going to be as much pleasurable as this lifestyle that we had before. But before this lifestyle, if you had addictions, because I assume that you have, because most people nowadays have a lot of addictions and bad habits, this lifestyle was giving us pleasure, but this lifestyle was not giving us happiness, and we were not creating ourselves. Our circumstances, our addictions, people around us were creating us. But self-improvement, it's about switching to mode when you create yourself by discipline, by creating for yourself ambitious goals and later pursuing them, and avoiding or minimalizing instant gratification. That's why it's boring. Self-improvement is boring. And I'm not now generalizing, of course, but you need to know when you're switching from mode of consumer, when you're really changing your life and you're taking control of your life, I mean taking control of your actions and doing something purposeful with your life, it's going to be boring for, I don't know, maybe 50 days, maybe 100 days, because your dopamine need to rewire, and we are going to miss this old comfortable lifestyle that we had, even if we see that it was devastating. It was not bringing for us any benefits for our soul, for our emotions, maybe for our emotions just to quit pain. But if you switch, it's going to be boring for some time, and what you need to do is to fall in love with this boredom and understand that if you're bored, it means that you can have time to think, to figure out new things, to create a plan for yourself, and it means also that your dopamine system is rewiring. In most cases, of course, because sometimes boredom can mean something other, because boredom can have a lot, it's not think that we feel only if our dopamine is low, but it can have a lot of causes. But in most cases we basically feel bored because we want this stimulation. We feel that we hit emotional flatline and we want to go high, or we want to go down. If we want to go high, we will naturally do things that will improve us in a long term. But if we will want to go down, we sometimes take our phone and look at photo with X. We get these higher emotions and later we go down. And later, when we go down, we are motivated by pain to go up. And this is also emotionally stoking for us, because in this way, when we make ourselves feel worse, we have motivation to go and feel better. But when we feel this flat line, we don't have that much motivation to go and feel even better, because feeling great, feeling very exuberant is something uncomfortable for us, and we need to accustom ourselves to higher levels of happiness in our life, and later we will become less compulsive. Okay. If you're beginning, maybe not if you're beginning, but remember that this self-improvement is not going to improve our life in one day, and we are not going to feel this emotional bliss after 10 days. We need to wait some time, our brain will rewire, we need to literally forget emotionally about this past lifestyle that we had, even if it's coming back in our mind in form of thoughts, in form of memories. We need to remind ourselves that this was just illusion, that our brain is now colorizing all these things, and that when we are right now is totally okay, even if we don't feel a lot of these emotions, because we need to rationalize and we need to realize that soon we are going to feel much better than we felt in the past. And if you now come into these bad habits from the past, to this easy stimulation, we are going to regret it a lot, and we are going to see in this moment that this boredom was necessary for us, and we need to go through it, and we need to practice, even practice this intermittent boredom, a moment when we do nothing, when we just sit, because in this way we are learning how to control our compulsions and to organize our time in a conscious way. Not that we sit, we don't have nothing to do, and we are doing things compulsively just to get rid of this discomfort. We need to learn how to sit and do nothing for an hour, for 2 hours. If it's not necessary, of course, and you know what to do consciously, don't do this. But if you don't know what to do, just sit and do nothing, and you will see that boredom will save your life. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.